Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Joe Kelley's Psychedelic Experience. What's going on with you? It's your old pal Joe checking in with you on a motherfucking Monday. Hey, how about that, people? Hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you're doing better than you ever thought you possibly could be doing. And if you're not, hey, that's okay. That's okay. I fucked up saying it. That's okay too. We move forward. We move onward and upward. Check out my website, everybody, joekellycomedy.com. There's all sorts of fun stuff there. There's videos and shit. You can listen to the podcast on my website. And I got some shows coming up. You can find all those on the website. And I've been adding shit to my YouTube channel, so check that out too. Not a lot of, but I've been putting some older shit on there that you may not have seen before ever. But I'm getting the channel in order, and I've been putting the podcast videos up on there, and people have been watching them. I don't know who's listening and or watching me, but hey, I appreciate it. Thanks. I got no idea who's watching that shit on YouTube, but hey, I'm glad you are. Thank you. And thank you for listening on whatever platform you're listening to this podcast on. But if you ever wanted to go, I wonder what Joe looks like while he's talking to himself for 30 minutes. You could find that on the Joe Kelley Comedy YouTube channel. I'm trying to transfer everything from my Utilize Shrooms YouTube channel, which is my older one, over to the new one. So there's like old podcasts on there, like old podcasts that I was doing like 3 years ago. So I might put those over there in case you all are interested. Keep it in mind and check it out. Oh, fuck, I'm already hitting the mic. Getting too jacked up already. How was your week, people? Did you have a good one? I hope you did. I hope it was fun. I hope you got some stuff done. I hope you did some things that you have been wanting to do, but have been putting off for whatever reason. And if you haven't, get your fucking shit together and go do something. Quit waiting around for somebody to do it for you and get your ass in gear. We're running out of time, people. America is collapsing underneath our feet. No one's going to tell you about it but me, but your old pal Joe, because he's the only one really looking out for you. You can't trust these people, so whatever's in your heart, go fucking get it. Because we're all on our way out very, very soon. The world's coming to an end. Not, just our own egotistical world. You know what I mean, people? We're going to be fine. We're all going to die, and it's not going to be that big of a deal anyway. We make a big deal out of everything that is never that big of a deal. So, do what you want to do. You probably won't make any money doing it, but maybe that's better than making money and hating your life. But maybe it's not. Maybe you got kids and responsibility, so you have to worry about other things, where I don't. I got nothing, so I just chill and do what I want to do, and nobody bugs me. And when they do, I just tell them to fuck off, and I keep moving. And that's why I have no friends. Anyway, let's get to some news stories this week. I know why you people listen to the podcast. You listen to the podcast for hot takes on things that are going on in the world. And hey, this one just in, hot off the press. Tesla accident in Florida. How did it happen? The Tesla was driving itself. Hey, and it hit a cop who was already helping somebody in an accident, which is bound to happen. But to me, okay, this is how we got to look at this whole little puzzle, people. The whole reason for most automobile accidents, let's start here, are caused by people, correct? So the idea with Tesla, I think, is to eliminate what is the cause of most accidents, which is people. It's mostly how many accidents are caused by malfunctioning cars that aren't electric, How many times does a Ford Explorer just blow up and kill 4 people on the road? Probably seldom. You know what I mean? So I think Tesla's idea is like, hey, we could make safer cars just by getting rid of the people. I believe that's the idea behind it. But I guess the problem with a lot of problems with the Tesla and the driving shit, the automated driving or whatever, is that the roads, it uses like lines to know where it's going. But the lines on roads are so inconsistent, and some roads don't even have lines, that accidents are bound to happen. But again, that's our problem. Why are the road lines different colors in different parts of your own city? You know what I mean? It's like an off-white and then a bright white and then an orangish yellow and then a neon yellow. So it's fucking with the car. But this one, anyway, maybe I'll not get a Tesla because I can't fucking afford one. I got nowhere to plug it in. Where am I going to plug it in? You get a tax credit, though, for putting the charger in your house. Whatever. But still, the automated driving thing, right? This is what I've heard with Teslas, is you still have to be present in your car. Like they aren't just driving themselves with nobody there. They might get there one day, but you still have to, touch the steering wheel every 10, 15 seconds. You know what I mean? So what happened was there was a cop taking care of some shit, and some fucking lady wasn't paying any bit of attention because she's got the self-driving car, right? So why does she have to pay any attention at all? She's probably just on her phone and then just touching the steering wheel whenever she has to and touching the steering wheel whenever she has to. I imagine that's kind of what people do. And then you hit the cop car because the Tesla didn't know it was there. Did anybody die? No. Should they have? Yeah, probably. Probably should have. Probably everybody involved. Is that a bad thing to say? I don't know. Less people on the roads means less accidents. Am I right? You know, hey, I should work for Tesla. I got some ideas too on how to eliminate people, Tesla. Elon Musk, give me a call. I also think the world will be a better place if less people were fucking it up. So all we have to do to make the world a better place is just eliminate human error. And how do we do that? We eliminate the humans. It's so easy, people. Come on. And I'm part of it too. I mean, all of us. There's not going to be like one left that's in charge. I mean, everybody's got to go. I try to tell a joke similar to that at a show at Atlanta Brewing Company, and it went well for a half a second. It was something like I don't want people to get sick and die, but I just don't want it to take 20 minutes to go 3 miles. You know what I mean? And everybody felt it at first. They're kind of like, yeah. And then I tried to go into it a little bit more. And they're like, wait a minute. You're talking about people dying from COVID? No, I was like, kind of, yeah. But everybody was on board at first. I should have not said anything about getting sick and the disease. I think I would have been able to play it out a little bit better. But we'll live and learn. That joke, I got to figure it out. I think it's pretty fun, you know. Because when did everybody start caring about everybody being alive? Never up until last year was everybody like, no, I care about every single life that there's ever been. When we don't, nobody does. That's a bunch of bullshit. Let's be honest. How many times have you been in your car and wish just the worst kind of death on somebody because they turned and they didn't have their blinker on? You know what I mean? How many times have you hoped someone's children died because, God damn it, you saw that parking space first? Hundreds, countless of times, because that's where I think our worst selves are, in the cars, because everyone's so irritated and high-strung, and it's no fun, and it's not a relaxing thing to do. It shouldn't be, you know. And then when you're just on edge, going to a place you don't want to be, work, having to be around people you don't want to be around, you'll say you'll be your worst self, you know? You'll say the worst things about other people. And you'll mean it in the moment. And at the end of the day, if they died, you wouldn't care that much. But for some reason, everybody started pretending that they care about. They were like, no, I don't want anybody to die. And it's like, since when? Since when have we all not wanted most people to die? Most people? Have you met most people? You really give a shit about them? I certainly don't. I wish I did. I wish I was as caring. I wish I could lie. I wish I could pretend to be as caring as everybody else pretends to be. But I can't. You come here for the truth, people. And let me tell you, I don't care if a lot of people die, because everyone's going to die. You know what I mean? And if they die before me, I get like a fresh chicken sandwich rather than it being lukewarm. And I'm very selfish in that sense, I suppose. I've accepted so many lukewarm chicken sandwiches that I think it's time I get one. I think it's time I get a hot one, one that's fresh. So if a lot of people got to get sick and die for me to get a fresh chicken sandwich, what else what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I've done my part. I want to get mine now. I don't think we care about anybody but ourselves most of the time. But you put on a big show, you go on late night TV and you cry in front of everybody and you go, oh no, somebody died, and it makes me real sad. Whatever. I don't believe none of it, people. I don't believe nothing. I got to talk about what else happened. Nothing really happened to me this week. I did the show where I talked about people dying and people were on board and then they weren't. It was still pretty fun. But I think that was the extent of my week, to be honest with you. So I've been reading, getting stuff together, the YouTube channel. People were getting, God damn it. I'm going to talk about a fat lady. So gear in, sit in, strap in, whatever the fuck. I was trying to find a smooth way into it, but I'm going to talk about a fat lady that I saw on the internet. All right? Now, if that's something you don't want to listen to, maybe if you're more into the animal video clip of the week portion of this podcast, I'd say skip ahead. Maybe, I don't know, this might last about 8 minutes or so, maybe 10. Look for when there's about 6 minutes left in the podcast and go there. That's probably where you're going to find your fun and a good time. Because right now I'm going to talk about a big fat lady who I saw on the internet who was upset. Why was she upset? Let's be honest. We all know why she was upset. Was it because someone hurt her feelings? That's what she was saying, but let's be honest, she's upset because she is a big fat lady. She's so upset about it, she's trying not to be a big fat lady. That's her thing. She has a health and nutrition Instagram channel or something like that. This was some news story. What the news story said was this lady, the big fat one, was at the gym working out. She had her camera, her little phone up. She was making videos for her Instagram channel. And this is what the news story was. Somebody fat shamed her and hurt her feelings. And we shouldn't be doing that to people. That was the story. And then they played the video. And the video is another lady walks up and is like, girl, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know, working out, blah, blah, blah. And then the girl's like, well, are you taping yourself? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, what are you doing that for? And she's like, oh, I do for a blog. And she was like, oh, huh. And then when she went, huh, that is what triggered the big fat lady into thinking she was being shamed. What the fuck are we doing, people? I'm going to be honest with you. I clicked on that video because I thought some fat lady was going to be told she was a big fat lady to her face. Is it mean-spirited? Of course it is. But is it funny? Yeah. I'm no saint. It wouldn't be funny if it was just happening, but the fact that she was on the news and upset about it, and it was a whole thing, It's like, no, you're definitely trying to build your Instagram base, which I get what you're doing. But I clicked the video because I honestly thought I thought somebody was going to go into the gym making like pig noises or something like that, you know? I thought they might have came up and give her some titty twisters. I thought there was going to be some real bullying, fat shaming going on. You know what I mean? Not some lady asking questions and then going, huh. But I guess the tone of the was a bit too much for, you know, for that beautiful lady. So she got upset and got on the news. It's just like, how fucking weak are people? You know, I don't even think people really get their feelings hurt that much. It just seems like if you do get your feelings hurt, you get attention, which is what most people want to begin with, you know. And then the comments on the story were like, there's so much more brutal. Somebody was like, that lady knows absolutely nothing about health or fitness. But she's trying. But I think she's trying to influence people. I think she's trying to be like the leader. But it's like, man, you should probably get it figured out first before you start, you know, teaching other people. But the comments were much meaner than the video. But anyway, people were fucking so soft that I thought it was going to be a hilarious, I thought I was going to have myself a good night, people. I pulled that up. I was like, oh, this is going to be highlight of the week for sure. And it's like, oh, it's just some sad person trying to get attention on the news. That's what it is. Going, oh, my feelings are hurt, so I guess I need to tell everybody about it. Why can't people just deal with their own shit themselves from time to time? By themselves, I should say. You know what I mean? I got fucking problems, people. Let's be honest with you. Plenty of problems. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody who listens to this. But you know what I do with my problems? I don't make them other people's fucking problem. You know why? Because they are mine. You know, you get some friends that you could tell people bad shit that's going on, but to make it everybody's fucking problem, I don't understand that. I don't understand why I have to behave differently or treat you in such a manner because you have problems. Because you're fat and you don't like being fat. Well, just quit being fat then. Why can't I call you a big fat lady? Not trying to be mean. I just think it's funny. What happened? What happened to big fat ladies just being funny? I don't know. Times are changing. Times have changed. The humorless are controlling all the humor. They're just going, oh, this is funny and that's offensive. It's like, oh, let's tell some more politics jokes and fucking a bunch of nonsense that people talk about. God damn it. The weakness of the human spirit, in America at least, is very disappointing in your old pal Joe. I'll be honest with you, people. People are getting soft and they're no fun. No one likes to have fun anymore. Everyone's too worried. I don't understand why we can't want people. We can't wish for death on each other anymore. We can't call fat people fat. We can't make love in the streets. I didn't sign up for any of this. All right. How far are we in? Oh, perfect. I don't know. I think that went off the rails a little bit. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, the whole point was people were weak. That fat lady just wanted more attention, and she got it. And boy, oh boy, did she get it, and probably not the attention that she wanted. But then there's the other side of it where people will just fucking coddle anybody and everybody. Because people love weak people. Because it allows them to continue to live in their own weakness. You know what I mean? People love not getting called on their bullshit. So they'll hang around with a bunch of people that they never call they don't call bullshit on each other. You know what I mean? They live in their fucking weakness. And then when somebody, and then if you show up and you go, hey, that sounds like bullshit, they freak out and scream and dye their hair. Let's get you the animal video clip of the week and get you on your way, my friends. I think I've had a pretty fun one. I'm having fun as always. Anyway, this, I'm just going to have to link it because it's not even a clip. It's a whole thing. It's like a news story too. Found it on World Star Hip Hop, people. Are you still checking out World Star? Do you still check it out every day? Maybe every other day? I don't know if people go to World Star. I love World Star. It's great. But, so this, I don't know, some lady got banned. Maybe it's in Australia, right? This lady got banned from the zoo in Australia because she had gotten too close to a chimpanzee. And when I say that, I don't mean she jumped into the chimpanzee exhibit and got close to one. I mean, she emotionally got close to this chimpanzee. She formed some kind of romantic relationship with this chimp. Through the glass, too. You know. So they had to ban her from the zoo because it was ruining the chimpanzee's life. And mind you, I'm not talking about any of my friends who have gotten married or anything like that. I'm talking about a lady with a chimpanzee. I guess she would show up every day. The video of it is her. I was like, okay, this sounds ridiculous, right? This sounds like a ridiculous story. Something had to have gone haywire because there's no way this lady got banned from a zoo. The headline was, lady gets banned from a zoo for having a quote-unquote affair with a chimpanzee. And I'm like, okay. You know why I clicked it? I thought I'm going to see a lady fuck a chimp. Let's be real. I was like, I'd like to see this. And not only fuck a chimp, but a chimp in a relationship? What? Not only is it a fucked up video, but also it's like there's some, some fucking as the world turns stuff going on in there. Old Marco the chimp, he's got his wife Martina, and then here comes this white lady, Kathy. It's always some white lady named Kathy, fucking up a nice relationship between two chimpanzees. But that's not what happened. This lady would just go and get real close to the glass and make like kissy faces with it. I think she was kissing the glass. Was this happening last week? It might have been. I don't know how old this story was. COVID ain't got nothing to do with true love. So you kiss the glass if you got to kiss the glass. But the more it's like, okay, this lady is just a fucking lunatic that you really shouldn't have at the zoo or in public anywhere, And then come to find out, they used the word affair in the title or in the headline is because that's what she said she was doing. She's like, I'm having an affair with this chimp. So did she sneak? Did she? She might have fucked that chimp, y'all. For real. Did she sneak in the zoo after hours and fuck the chimp? Or is she just crazy and just uses that word for an emotional connection? Maybe. I don't know. But it reminded me of like, remember when this is going to be mostly for the fellas, but as a teenage boy, you know what I mean? You run around with your buddies, and then one of your buddies starts getting his dick sucked, and then you never see him again. And I feel like that's what was happening with this chimp. That's why the lady had to go, because the chimp wasn't being social with the other chimps. He wanted nothing to do with the chimps. He just kept thinking about this lady. And then by the time the lady's done sucking his dick, he shows back up. He's all disheveled, beaten down and broken at the ripe age of 17 years old, you know? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, this is just what ladies do to men. You just take them away from their friends, beat them down, because you're making kissy faces against the glass, and they go, none of my buddies make kissy faces. And then, you know, all the other chimps are like, hey, that lady's gotta go. And then you leave him, and then he goes back to his buddies, and then, you know, 2 weeks later, some other lady's kissing on the glass, and he's like, I'll get back over by this glass. It's chimps and crazy ladies. Do you think that lady fucking ever snuck in and touched that chimp? Because that's such an interesting word to use, affair. And also, apparently it was going on for a while, you know? And as somebody who is part chimp, like, I don't know. I'm not going to stick around for like 2 years if you're making kissy faces on the glass, you know what I mean? We got to do some stuff. Can't just keep coming up to the glass and making kissy faces. I don't give a shit. You at least got to spit in my hand or something, you know. Show me that you're interested. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast this week, everybody. I appreciate it. We had some fun. What's going on? I got really nothing. Next week, September 7th at Social Fox Brewing in Norcross. I have my show there, Comedy at the Fox. Tickets are $10. You can get them at socialfoxbrewing.com or at the door the night of the show. Other than that, I'll be up in Nashville at the end of September, too. If y'all are hanging out up there, I'll be doing the Comedy Bar. I believe it's going to be the 24th through the 26th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One show each night. Come hang out. It should be fun. Album, still in the works, people. I got some stuff I'm working on. Keep your eyes on JoeKelleyComedy.com for all the info on everything that's going on with me. I appreciate y'all checking out the podcast wherever you're checking it out at, man. It's been fun, and I appreciate y'all listening. Hey, as always, take care of yourself, all right? Take care of somebody else, too, and I'll catch y'all around soon. Later.